You're listening to WQPH 89.3 FM, and this is Larry's Music Loft. Hail, Queen of Heaven, the ocean star, guide of the wanderer here below, throne on life's search, we claim thy care. Save us from peril and from woe. Mother of Christ, Star of the sea, pray for the wanderer, pray for me. O gentle, chaste, and spotless maid, we sinners make our prayers to thee. Remind thy Son that he has paid the price of our iniquity. Virgin most pure, Star of the sea, pray for the sinners, oh, pray for me. Pray for the wanderer, pray for me. You're listening to Larry's Music Loft on WQPH FM 89.3. And each week I'll be taking you on a musical journey. This week we'll be exploring the music of Ireland. And the first number is by the Irish Rovers called the Unicorn Song, all about Noah and the Ark and how if you don't follow God's commandments, you might end up washed away like the unicorn. A long time ago when the earth was green, there was more kind of animals than you've ever seen. They'd run around free while the earth was being born. The loveliest of all was the unicorn. There was green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpback camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but sure as you're born, the loveliest of all was the unicorn. Well, now God sees some sinning and it caused him pain. He said, stand back, I'm gonna make it rain. He said, hey brother Noah, I'll tell you what to do. Build me a floating zoo and take some of them green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpback camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but sure as you're born, don't you forget my unicorns. Well, old Noah, he was there and he answered the calling. He finished making the ark and then the rain started falling. He marched in all them animals, 2 by 2, and they sung out as they went through. Hey Lord, I got you green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpback camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants. I'm so forlorn, I just can't see no unicorn. And And Noah looked out through the driving rain. Them unicorns were hiding, playing silly games. They're kicking and a splashing while the rain was pouring. Oh, them silly unicorns. There was green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-back camels and some chimpanzees. Noah cried, close the door, 'cause the rain is pouring. We just can't wait for no unicorn. And the ark started moving and it drifted with the tide. Them unicorns looked up from the rocks and they cried. The waters come down and sorta floated them away. And that's why you never seen a unicorn to this very day. But you'll see green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-back camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but sure as you're born, you're never gonna see no unicorn. No unicorn. I want to dedicate this song to the repose of soul of my old friend Kevin Turcott, who introduced me to this number. Kevin and myself used to play down at the PAV in Clinton, and there were a lot of veterans in the audience. This song is dedicated to all those that fought for freedom and love of country. Through this song, they will live forever. As down the glen one Easter morn, to a city fair rode I. There Ireland's lines of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No fife did hum, no battle drum did sound its dread tattoo, but the Angelus bells o'er the Liffey swell rang out through the foggy dew. Right proudly high over Dublin town, we hung out the flag of war. 'Twas better to die 'neath an Irish sky than at Suvar or Soudel Bar. And from the plains of Royal Meath, strong men came hurrying through, while Britannia's Huns with their long-range guns sailed into the foggy dew. 'Twas Britannia that our wild geese go, that small nations might be free. Their lonely graves are by Suva's waves, or the shore of the grey North Sea. Or had they died by Pierce's side, or fought with Calbrew, their graves we would keep where the Fenians sleep, 'neath the shroud of the foggy dew. But the bravest fell, and the requiem bell rang mournfully and clear for those who died that Eastertide in the springing of the year. And the world did gaze in deep amaze at those fearless men, but few who bore the fight that freedom's light might shine through the foggy dew. You're listening to WQPH FM 89.3, and this is Larry's Music Loft. This is another patriotic tune with a rousing cadence and a lot of detail in the lyrics, called Highland Paddy, made famous by the Wolf Tones. One evening fair, as the sun was shining, to Kilkenny I did ride. I did meet with Captain Brady, a tall commander by his side. Then you are welcome, Highland Paddy. By my side you'll surely stand, hear the people shout for freedom. We'll rise in the morning with the Fenian band, rise in the morning with the Fenian band. In the morning we rose early, just before the break of dawn, blackbirds singing in the bushes, greetings to a smiling one. Gather round me, men of Ireland, gather Fenians, gather round, hand to hand with sword and musket, spill this blood upon the holy ground. And you are welcome, Highland Paddy. By my side you'll surely stand, hear the people shout for freedom. We'll rise in the morning with the Fenian band, rise in the morning with the Fenian band. There's a glen beside the river, just outside Kilkenny town. There I met this noble captain. Men lay dead upon the holy ground. Then you are welcome, Highland Paddy. By my side you'll surely stand, hear the people shout for freedom. We'll rise in the morning with the Fenian band, rise in the morning with the Fenian band. There's a grave beside the river, a mile outside Kilkenny town. There we laid our noble captain. Birds were silent when this Fenian died. All my life I will remember. I'll remember night and day. Once I rode into Kilkenny, and I heard this noble captain say, you are welcome, Highland Paddy. By my side you'll surely stand, hear the people shout for freedom. We'll rise in the morning with the Fenian band, rise in the morning with the Fenian band, rise in the morning with the Fenian band, rise in the morning with the Fenian band. This one's a personal favorite. In my younger days I spent many a night with a buddy fishing along the rocky coast of New England. I remember one stormy night on a Rhode Island jetty with waves crashing, and but for the grace of the Almighty I wasn't swept away. This is Donegal Danny. It's done by Ronnie Drew and the Dubliners. I remember the night that he came in from the wintry cold and the damp, a giant of a man in an oilskin coat and a bundle that told he was a tramp. He stood at the bar and he called a pint, then turned and he gazed at the fire. On a night like this, To be safe and dry is my one and only desire. So here's to those that are dead and gone, the friends that I call dear. And here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu, saying Donegal Danny's been here. Me boys, Donegal Danny's been here. Then in a voice that was hushed and low, he said, listen, I'll tell you a tale. How a man of the sea became a man of the road, and never more will set sail. I fished out of Hoth and Kitty Beggs, Ardglass and Baltimore. But the cruel sea has beaten me, and I'll end my days on the shore. So here's to those that are dead and gone, the friends that I call dear. And here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu, saying Donegal Danny's been here. Me boys, Donegal Danny's been here. I remember the night in the wind and rain, we set sail from Killybegs town. There were 5 of us from Donegal and 1 from County Down. We were fishermen who worked the sea and never counted the cost. But I never thought, ere that night was done, that all my fine friends would be lost. So here's to those that are dead and gone, the friends that I love dear. And here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu, saying Donegal Danny's been here. Me boys, Donegal Danny's been here. Well, the storm it broke and it drove the boat to the rocks about 10 miles from shore. And we fought the tide, we all hoped inside to see our friends once more. Then we struck a rock and hove the bow, and all of us knew she'd go down. So we jumped right into that icy sea and prayed to God we wouldn't drown. But the raging sea was rising still. We struck out for the land, and she tried with all her cruelty to claim that gallant band. By St. John's Point in the early dawn, I dragged myself to the shore, and I cursed the sea for what she'd done, and vowed to sail her nevermore. So here's to those that are dead and gone, the friends that I love dear. And here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu, saying Donegal Danny's been here. Me boys, Donegal Danny's been here. Ever since that night I've been on the road, traveling and trying to forget that awful night I lost all my friends. I see their faces yet. And often at night when the sea is high and the wind is turning at my skin, I hear the cries of drowning men rolling out there on the wind. So here's to those that are dead and gone, our friends that I love dear. And here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu, saying Donegal Danny's been here. Me boys, Donegal Danny's been here. This next one chronicles the apparition of the Virgin Mary at Knock, Ireland, with St. Joseph and St. John by her side. There were people of all ages gathered round the gable wall, poor and humble men and women, little children that you call. We are gathered here before you, and our hearts are just the same, filled with joy at such a vision, as we praise your name. Golden Rose, Queen of Ireland, all my cares and troubles cease, as I kneel with love before you, Lady of Knock, my Queen of Peace. Though your message was unspoken, and the truth in silence lies, as we gaze upon your vision, and the truth I try to find. Here I stand with John the teacher, and with Joseph at your side, and I see the Lamb of God on the altar glorified. Golden Rose, Queen of Ireland, all my cares and troubles cease, as I kneel with love before you, Lady of Knock, my Queen of Peace. And the Lamb will conquer, and the woman clothed in the sun will shine her light on everyone. Yes, the Lamb will conquer, and the woman clothed in the sun will shine her light on everyone. Golden Rose, Queen of Ireland, all my cares and troubles cease, as I kneel with love before you, Lady of Knock, my Queen of Peace. Lady of Knock, my Queen of Peace. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside hide her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairie, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. You've been listening to Larry's Music Loft on WQPH 89.3 FM. I want to give special thanks to Marianne Fazoli, Tim Kilcoyne, and Dan Kelly for their support. May our hearts beat in unity. May our souls be in harmony. May our thoughts be as one. May our ears listen to the silence. May our glances profoundly penetrate each other. May our lips pray together to gain mercy from the Eternal Father.